Hello, and welcome to all of our gods, goddesses, and champions. Thank you so much for coming to the Hi-Rez Expo at Dreamhack Atlanta, or watching at home. My name is Chris Larson, the General Manager of our first-party games here at Hi-Rez Studios. Now, you may remember me from the video, The Great Crystal Bake-Off, or the critically acclaimed video, Blinded by Light. Why is it so dark in here? Let there be light! I love every HRX. It's my favorite time of the year. I really enjoy spending time with our players, cosplayers, and pro players. But this year, we are trying something new. We've joined together with Dreamhack Atlanta at a bigger venue to host our best HRX ever. Get ready for 3 jam-packed days of incredible esports action. But first, we want to start HRX out right by overdosing you with game updates and our latest announcements. As you may know, this year Hi-Rez split into a number of game studios, each solely focused on one project. This has energized and empowered our dev teams to take ownership of their individual games. Today, you'll hear how each studio has embraced this responsibility and planned their best year ever. But before I leave, I have to tell you about one big thing myself. We will be adding cross-platform play and progression to Smite, Paladins, and Royale. We want to break down the barriers that stop friends from playing together on PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. And we are technically ready to support crossplay on other platforms as the opportunity arises. We believe you should be able to enjoy our games with your friends no matter what platforms you choose. And we also believe you should have access to all of your content and your progress wherever you play. You'll have everything everywhere. We hope the community will grow stronger and larger because of our commitment to open play. I'm sure you'll have questions about how cross-platform play and progression will be implemented in our games. And we've got a detailed FAQ ready to answer your questions. Check out hirezstudios.com/crossplay. Well, that's it for me. Now it's time for our studios to announce all the great things they have planned for 2019 and beyond.
It's amazing how much can happen in a year. At the start of 2018, Paladins development was in a rough patch. But then a miracle happened. And now, the game that we all love is doing better than ever before. After 70 beta patches, we finally launched Paladins. Then we welcomed a new platform to the realm by launching on Nintendo Switch to an incredible reception. And in the middle of this, our studio gained a new name, a new identity, Evil Mojo Games. The team has rallied behind this identity. We've taken ownership, and now we control the destiny of Paladins. We're telling the stories we want to tell, and releasing the champions we want to release. But enough about the past. This is about the future. A future that's brighter than ever before. We want to welcome new players to Paladins, to show them how far we've come, and to share the incredible 2019 we have planned. We're happy to announce that as part of our HRX celebration, new and existing Steam and PC players can get our 4 newest champions absolutely free. Lead your troops into battle and overpower your enemies with Khan, Primus of House Ico. Wield a shotgun sword and divine might as Furia, Angel of Vengeance. Become a ninja, climb walls, then skewer your enemies with flaming claws as Koga, the Lost Hand. Or bombard your enemies and unleash the Kraken as the undead pirate Dredge, Admiral of the Abyss. This special offer is only available during our Steam Publisher weekend. Don't miss it. Through these champion releases, you've started to see the true story behind the realm. A story of warring factions and impending chaos. Our champions clashed over the Ancient Warder's relics. The Paladins were victorious, but just for a moment. The treasure-hungry pirate Dredge arrived and stole the relics, but he could not tame the dragon's power and met his untimely end. And this story has brought us all here, to this moment in the realm's history, for us all to experience together.
A warder? But how?
We're back.
The warders were not gone. There was but one left to heed the dragon's call. Imani, the last warder, has returned to face the darkness. There's so much more to Imani's tale, but I'll let the amazing people at Evil Mojo, the people who deserve credit for this incredible champion, tell you all about it.
Imani is the last warder, the new damage champion to enter the realm in Paladins. She is the perfect take on a spell-casting, magic damage dealer.
So Imani is the last of the Dragon Warders, basically Dragon Keepers that can wield their power through these fire and ice gauntlets.
Imani is a true stance swisher. Fire is about flames and big damage, and Frost is quick damage and lots of crowd control. And on top of all that, she is one of the most unique ultimates we've ever done.
I think that we're stepping out of the normal facet with Imani, so it's very cool that we're doing something that's not done in a lot of games.
This is the first time that we've had to do two models with Imani herself and her dragon. Not only make them be unique and feel different, but also make sure they work together, and the team's done a fantastic job.
You'll really feel the magical elements as well as the strength of the character. Our animators, riggers, posers made sure that you felt the power in all of her abilities.
I think Imani's going to be a really exciting champion, and you guys should definitely get in there and check her out.
So she's crazy, she's wild, she flies, she casts spells, she summons dragons. Like, what more can I say? Like, she's gonna be amazing.
Imani will kick off 2019 in Paladins, releasing in our 2.01 January update and starting a year of incredible content. In 2019, Paladins will release a new major content update every single month. And with each monthly update, our story will progress and our realm will evolve, just like a new issue of your favorite comic book. This Dragon's Call arc is just the start of one incredible tale. And all year long, we're going to be rolling out new, long-requested features. Join together with your friends and clans. Compete in in-game tournaments. Celebrate your teammates' performance with post-game commendations. And that's just the start. 2019 isn't just a year of content, it's a year of quality. Patch 2.01, featuring Season 2, Imani, and much more, will enter PTS on December 17th. That's earlier than we've ever started a PTS, because we want to make sure that 2.01 is just right when it launches. This schedule change is part of something much bigger that I'm thrilled to announce today, The Hunt. The Hunt is an initiative to improve the quality of Paladins, not just through fixing bugs, but through improving our entire process. We're making PTS longer so we have time to squash the bugs we find. We've expanded the size of our programming and QA teams, and we're carving out more time in each cycle to focus on polish and quality. The Hunt's mission is simple. We want to end 2019 with Paladins in a better state than it's ever been before. 2019 is about amazing new content. It's about improved quality. And it's about community, as Alyssa will tell you in just a minute. But it's about so much more than that. It's about making 2019 the best year ever. And the team here at Evil Mojo is pulling out all the stops to make that happen. Here's a tiny sneak peek at some of the things to come.
2019 is going to be the best
Year ever!
Major updates every month.
6 new champions with our coolest kits yet.
And the best designs ever.
An epic story told throughout the year.
And answer questions you've always had about the realm.
6 new maps, including 3 siege maps.
A new battle pass every 2 months.
With our best skins!
And later this year, our first ultimate skin.
More community involvement than ever before.
Longer PTS cycles and a new dev schedule.
More time fixing bugs every month.
In-game tournaments.
Clan wars.
Player commendation.
Persistent lobbies.
Cross-platform play and progression.
New game modes.
A revamped in-game item store.
And finally, an end to the burst meta.
Maybe a few spikes.
And no pay to win ever.
2019 is going to be the best year ever!
Great games are made with the help of great communities, and we're proud to have some of the best fans out there. The worlds we've created are as much a part of your lives as they are ours, and the fans and family we've formed over the years are key to our success. That's why we're so freaking excited to introduce our newest initiative, Community Leadership Councils.
The Community Leadership Councils are player advocacy groups consisting of members who are democratically elected by the players for the players. Delegates will assist Titanforge and Evil Mojo in the continuous development of Smite and Paladins by representing each community's interests across multiple platforms and demographics.
Elected delegates will sit for 1 year and represent the community in regular scheduled meetings, providing feedback and advocating for the players they represent. Council meetings are an opportunity to focus feedback and have rich conversations, a direct line of communication from players to the game teams.
In addition, the Community Council will meet once a year on site in Atlanta for an annual summit that covers a variety of game and community topics, including panels, discussions, and workshops.
We're kicking off the Community Councils right now. Head over to smitegame.com or paladins.com to read more about how each studio will work with the councils and to apply. Applications are due January 1st, and the community at large will vote on their delegates starting January 11th.
We've just scratched the surface for our plans in 2019. We want to surprise and delight you in our massive virtual worlds. But most importantly, we want our game to evolve and grow with you, our players. Thank you all for your continued support. There's no way we'd be here without you. We'll see you all on the battleground
and in the realm.
Realm Royale burst onto the scene when we entered early access this year. It's easy to see why. The class-based battle royale gameplay that makes every encounter feel unique. The crafting system, which centers conflict around forges. The personal mounts, which ensure you're never out of the action for long. But to be honest, when we entered Alpha with Realm Royale, we were caught completely off guard by the reception the game had in such an early state. Peaking at over 100,000 concurrent players and over 4 million gamers in the first few weeks of early access on Steam. While the game had a fun foundation, it still had a long way to go in order to provide a lasting experience for our players. The game was not yet ready for the next step. Today, the Realm Royale team has reforged into its own studio, Heroic Leap Games, and has been hard at work making Realm Royale better than ever. While the game was iterating rapidly, behind the scenes, we've been tackling the community's biggest question. When is Realm Royale coming to console? Well, we are proud to announce that Realm Royale is now in closed beta on Xbox One, and we have substantially increased the number of keys we're giving out, with more going out every day. In addition, we'll be expanding the closed beta to PlayStation 4 very soon. Not only that, but during console closed beta, we will have cross-play enabled with PC players, allowing friends to stay better connected while making higher quality matches faster. But PC players are still in our hearts. In celebration of HRX and the heroic leaps forward we are taking, both new and existing players that play Realm Royale on Steam for the next month will get the Cluckamorph chicken skin and 100 crowns for free. We also have new surprises for fans as we continue to expand the world of Realm Royale. The Goblins of Goblin Gulch have been moving in secret, collecting all the unseen loot around the world and hoarding it for themselves. These loot goblins will be found hiding underground, and when discovered, will attempt to escape. Work with your team to finish them off and collect all their treasures for yourself. With the introduction of world creatures like the Loot Goblin comes limitless potential for this massive world, and we can't wait to talk more about it. Join us as we forge ahead like never before, but most importantly, we'll forge ahead together. Because only together can we face all the thrilling adventures that await us this year and beyond.
To think the realm calls this war. It has not suffered true devastation. A darkness looms, spreading terror in its wake, and this realm, it stands little chance. troops. Perhaps with ancient weapons and magic, sourced from across the universe. This realm may yet survive. You must train, wage war, and crown the champions that will withstand the darkness. There is still hope, but the realm's fate is in your hands.
Thanks, Rory. So back in May, we announced Skillshot Media, a division of Hi-Rez Studios focused entirely on esports. We built Skillshot Studio, a 16,000 square foot dedicated esports space. We've got practice rooms for teams, soundproof LAN competition areas, and a world-class production capabilities. We really wanted to level up our esports activities. And now, having this production studio in our backyard means more teams have received an invitation to this year's World Championship than ever before. This year alone, we've invited a total of 47 team orgs, 235 esports players coming to Atlanta. Of course, we continue to prioritize a grassroots community approach to esports, and Skillshot's been working with partners to introduce more competitive options. For college students, this fall, we partnered with the National Association of College Esports. We're hosting NACE-sanctioned competitions with $50,000 of scholarship on the line this Saturday. The best Smite and Paladins teams will face off in front of the live crowd at Dreamhack. Next year, we're pleased to introduce structured competitive play at the high school level. The platform Play Versus, along with the National Federation of State High School Associations, are rolling out their first esports season in high school in February of 2019, and Smite will be one of the featured games. So ask your school how you can get involved, and maybe compete towards the state championship. But the most exciting upgrade to Smite and Paladins esports is related to the PC Pro Leagues themselves. Up until now, the Smite Pro League and Paladins Premier League have had occasional LANs, but the regular season has been played online. Well, headed into 2019, we're pleased to announce every regular season SPL and PPL game will be played live and on LAN. Teams will be traveling to Atlanta for games, in some cases relocating to Atlanta, which will mean better competition, better production, and even more content for you guys all season long. Tune in to Hi-Rez Expo for the next 3 days to keep up with all these announcements, including details on the minor league and a better path from amateur to pro. We're looking forward to 3 days of amazing esports action. Best of luck to all the teams participating. Now, let's throw it over to Titan Forge and learn about the upcoming announcements for Smite.
2018 has been an incredible year for Smite. We've introduced new gods from more pantheons than ever before. We've upgraded the art and gameplay of Conquest, and through our Project Olympus initiative, we have continued to improve Smite for new players and veterans alike. Titan Forge Games is proud of what we've accomplished this year, and we're even more excited about what we have planned for 2019. But before we get there, let's talk about Hi-Rez Odyssey. Every Odyssey event has a new limited skin voted by you, the community, and you chose Godslayer Ares. We're excited to reveal the origin story and descent of the God of War's unholy communion of an ancient artifact.
It isn't enough. For all our strength, we cannot turn the darkness away. With every moment, mortal blood soaks the earth, and we grow weaker. We must act now while we still can.
My brother, you speak of a path that, once walked, can never be returned from.
Return to what? To weakness? Destined to die away into myth? No, I will not allow it, and I will do what I must. I will do what what none of you have the courage to do.
Some secrets are best left in the shadows, Ares. There exists a power that even the divine should not wield.
Creation uncontested, indomitable, where any who might threaten us are cast aside into the pits of the slain. We need no longer be shackled to the worship of mortals. We will never be weak again!
Take care, my brother, in searching out such strength. For what good is power when there is nothing and no one left? Will you still be one of us, Ares, or become that very beast which you sought to destroy?
Along with a new skin, we explored the Smite universe and its lore. This massive event continues the epic storyline from this summer's Divine Uprising event. Hera has stood against the Norse gods who caused Ragnarok. Next year, Hera will face a new challenge that threatens the world itself, Jormungandr. A threat so massive it will require new heroes to defeat. Heroes from beyond our battlegrounds, heroes from a far-away land, God Avalon.
Reaching God 100 is a really big deal for Smite. We wanted something that still fit within Smite's rules of mythology and legendary characters, but something a little bit different. That's where we landed on King Arthur and Merlin the Wizard. So Arthur's key pillar is that he's a king, but he's a warrior king. He fights alongside his men, and we're really going for a new style of melee combos and animation for Arthur, something like we've never done before in Smite. To represent Merlin's mastery of all things magic, he is a mage that can change between 3 different stances, mastering 3 different magical types. We're going for very new things on both of these gods, so we're really excited to see how players play with them. Locking in a god on the schedule is not a small decision, right? It's a really big deal. Every god in Smite requires work from lots of different teams. We have animators, riggers, modelers, programmers, effects artists, everyone. It's all very collaborative and it's constantly changing as we work through the design, so we have to keep communication strong to make sure our gods come out well. Arthur's launching first is a little further along. He's been play tested and we're really starting to get a feel for his kit and feeling really excited about him. Merlin is still in the early prototype phase, but showing a lot of promise. God 99 and 100 will be really special to us here at the studio. We really hope they'll be special to you too.
And they'll bring with them the greatest weapon in history, Excalibur. Perhaps just a thing to defeat a dragon as large as the world itself. King Arthur and Merlin are just the beginning. We're planning a year packed full of new and long-requested fan favorites.
The Smite team is excited to give you a glimpse of all of the gods for Season 6. First, Arthurian legend comes alive in Smite, with the great King Arthur and the Master Wizard Merlin arriving as the 99th and 100th gods. The next god, Jormungandr, the World Dragon, will signify the end of Ragnarok. For Smite's birthday, we will finally create the highly requested fan favorites, Horus and Set. Then, we'll introduce a new pantheon, featuring a god that will rise well above the heights of Mount Olympus. We will also dive down into the darkest depths of the underworld. The season will culminate with a being so powerful that its arrival will threaten the existence of all gods. Join us for all of this and more in Smite Season 6. The battleground of the gods awaits.
Project Olympus is our dedication to improving Smite. In 2019, we will continue to improve and add quality of life features to the Smite experience. Chief among them, Role Queue for Conquest. Role Queue gives you the opportunity to get your favorite roles more often. When combined with cross-platform play and progression, we hope you'll be enjoying your best matches ever. Now, there's one more announcement for me to make today. Something we hinted at during our last HRX keynote, and something I am thrilled to finally show you. Now, as you may know, one of our most popular game modes is Arena. But our current Arena is in need of a little refresh. So today, I want to be the first to invite you to enter the all-new Arena. The upgrades extend to the landscape, to the architecture, to the portals, and a new addition, the Minotaur. The conflict between Hera and Bellona comes to life in the new Arena. And it's not just better looking, it improves gameplay clarity. Each side has a clearly defined spawn area and distinct arena space, ensuring you always know whether you're on your home turf or if you've ventured into enemy territory. And when your team gets 10 kills, look out for one of the meanest additions to the map, the Minotaur. This tanky behemoth will lead the pack towards your opponent's portal, and he will also fight back. And this new arena map is live right now for you to play. To commemorate this new map, the team has a free bundle chock full of goodies, including gods and skins. So pick up the arena bundle, available free now on all platforms. And there are so many more great things we have planned for this year to come. And we have one last announcement to make. And I think I'll let our president, Hi-Rez Stu, make today's final announcement.
Thank you so much for tuning into this update. We're so excited for HRX to begin. This is very much our favorite time of the year. None of this is possible without you, our fans. So thank you again for being such an amazing community of gamers. And before we let you go, there's just one more thing.